It took me about a day to process it because it was
Yeah, like what's happening here?
it was a 4-minute conversation. It was an 8-minute conversation instead of a 3-day
But they never
ordeal.
apologize. They only justify their actions, or they cover it up, like you said, without an apology. But you know, they're shopping or the nice.
So think
lunch
about
dinner.
this, Catherine. This is just another bullet point of my list of lists. If somebody else is not accountable, if you and I have an argument, Catherine, and one of us is not accountable, that means it's the other person's fault, right? And so when it's
Basically, yeah.
and when,
So
so
you're
there's,
leaving them to think that,
That-
it's even worse.
yep, that's right. And then the gaslighting comes in and all that goes along with that. And that's an incredibly important piece too, the word accountability, because accountability plus trust equals respect. And all it goes along respecting the relationship. If you don't have accountability in a relationship, reciprocal accountability, you're fucked. It's like the truth. You can't do anything without trust in the truth, right? Well, what the fuck can you possibly do if you can't trust somebody?
Nothing. You're stunning.
You're fucked. So like this, but these are real simple concepts, right? But all the shit that we're rattling off, and if you and I were sitting at a bar complaining like Dad or Gail or so many people out there that go on there, they spend all their life talking about all the minutia of all this shit instead of taking accountability.
Reacting what's happened to Bill, and you hear the same old
Yep.
dude. Yeah, it's like we all know so many people like that, especially from those generations. I'm not giving them an excuse by any friggin' means on the era in which they grew up in. Not at all. But I'm saying there's so many people like that. And it's crazy when
Yeah.
thing, I would say, because it did before that people looked at psychiatrists like freaks, just like they don't want to believe in UFOs or any type of
That's why
anything.
if I'm talking to a
whatever.
Tara and she's 20 or she's 14, hell, it don't matter what age you are. If you're talking to somebody that's been through what we've been through, call it trauma. That word gets overused, but it is. There's a reason that word is used. Like, if I'm these points that I'm bringing up, like if I'm talking to Tara and she's having, and
I wish she would, by the way, but
And
she needs some help. And then, she's doing great. Don't get me wrong.
but-
She's doing great.
so
But it would do her good.
when you're talking to somebody like that, here's what I found that I said. I woke up a couple times recently because I'll go ahead and talk about where I'm at now, just as an, but I'm going to defer back to Tara, if you will, using her as an example. But I'm like, damn, Angel, I feel like I'm tripping out. Like my brain, like, I'm like, I'm not trying to be weird, but this is fucking weird, man. Compared to where I was this time last year, like my inside of my fucking head.
Oh no, are you there, honey?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I thought my phone died or something. I lost.
That's, I'm like,
Oh no, my phone died.
the inside of my head, like it looks like a different, the inside of my head looked like the inside of a crack house before. And the inside of it now just
Hell, I don't know if it's a different part of the house or.
it just looks like another house, And, and I was like, I'm like, this is trippy, man. Almost like my brain chemistry is literally changing. And every morning I wake up at peace. My nervous system's not fucking tweaking. I'm not shaking. I'm like sleeping. I'm not here. I'm not drinking a fucking bottle of whiskey to just make myself fucking stop shaking. I'm like, here's the thing. I was like, Ange, when you're talking to people, whether it's yourself or your sister or your brother or your friend if they're drinking, you can't do shit until you stop drinking. Sorry. Like, I mean, you can try to work on it collectively speaking, but I'm just saying, as long as you're fucking drinking a bunch of bullshit, you can't think clearly. You can tell yourself that denial's another fucking big bullet point in this thing. When like these prescription drugs and chips that Jennifer was taking, Xanax and all that shit that I didn't know anything about because I don't like that. I don't like taking anything. And so I didn't think anything of it until the very, very end. And I came to realize she was doing the exact same thing as Dad. She was taking prescription drugs and drinking, and those two.
Oh, that's a worst combination in the world.
Well, there you go. So that's what, and then it's not surprising I was attracted, but I was trying to fix that, right? Okay. So anyways, I'm not trying to drown you. I'm just trying to get it all out. And so,
go ahead.
And so I'm like, okay. And I'm peaceful. And I was like, Ange, I was like, so I have not been drinking. And so I was like, I'm like building business. Like, I don't know. I didn't even do it on purpose. In the last month, I've got Go Toddy business started. I've got Gravitol. I'm like, fucking, she's like, holy shit, Travis, you have basically taken my little small tax practice and you built a whole fucking thing. Like, God damn. I was like, right. And I was like, I'm just getting started, babe. And she's like, God damn. And I was like, but my brain was so just chopping wood on that other shit. But anyways, and so I was like, and I was like, but here's like, if I'm talking to Tara, I'm like, babe, there's a reason they say something about that 5 people. You're the total sum of the 5 people you surround yourself with. You've got to be extremely careful about who you surround yourself with because of these reasons that I'm battling about right now. Like, because they're in denial. They don't even know that they're full of shit. They're in denial. And so when you're listening and you're having a conversation on a daily basis and you start feeding into each other, you're creating a shit show. And
now you got the ones that there's in denial, and I don't, and this is just about that popped into my head because I have a couple coworkers that and nobody in our family fits into this category I'm getting ready to say, but I talk backwards. I'm sorry, you probably figured that out. But there's so many people that have been through shit that use it. They're so overly vocal about it, and they just constantly bring it into conversation. And it's like, and that demeans to me, it makes me wonder, have you really actually even been through anything? You know what I mean? Because I'm like, because you're so people that are overly vocal about it. Like, I have coworkers like that, these girls. I'm like, you gotta shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Because they're just, and that's enraging to me. And then maybe that's wrong, but I have a hard time believing that they've been through the shit they've been on because they're so passionate and overly vocal about it. Is that bad?
Well, I don't know that it's wrong, but I will say this. Another symptom of people like me, I'll use myself, is they overshare. You tend to overshare.
I've been guilty of that in the past, but then I went to the other extreme. Yeah. Okay. So that's probably what it is.
But I don't know that that's it. I'm just sharing. I'm just saying that. I don't.
That does make sense. Okay. I'll be a little more forgiving.
And I would also say that things are all relative, whether they're scoring a 1 on the A score or whether they're scoring 10. That one incident was important to their world. I mean, I don't know, you know.
Oversharing, yeah, that is a big thing, though. I'm glad you said that. That makes it more understandable.
And that's what a codependent relationship is. Back to the thing. So Tara, like her friend Kendra is in a relationship with a guy that drinks too much. He takes pills and he cycles, and something happens about every so often, whether it's a week or whether it's 3 weeks, and then he's good for a week, you know, whatever that shit is, goes on for weeks, turning into years.